This morning I got sucked into a YouTube vortex. If you don't know what a YouTube vortex is, it's where you start watching one random YouTube video and then before you know it, it's like 2 hours later and you're 20 videos deep and you're like, my God, what am I doing with my life? Anyway, one of the videos I watched this morning was a video that a number of you have sent to me. It's a video that Sam Pepper made called I'm Sorry. Apparently, Sam has given up on YouTube, given up with the whole fake, and yes, he said fake pranking videos. Yes, YouTube pranking community, you're on notice. It's now public knowledge, even though us with functioning brains knew your shit was fake. So no need to veil your content and act like your shit isn't fake. The veil has been pulled away. We see the great Oz, and it's a tiny man behind the curtain there. Anyway, Sam Pepper came out, said he's done with making these YouTube prank videos, these fake prank videos. He's ashamed that he's had to fake his way to the fan base and that he's always had to go more extreme, more outrageous, get the new viral buzz, get something that gets people talking, more shocking, more daring than the previous prank video. Because he relied on that money to live off of and still wants to make content now, but he's given up on the pranking and going with more just lovey-dovey type vlog type shit, meeting new people, going cool places and sharing that with his audience. And to that I would say, why? Why do you care? So you've been criticized over the past year and a half, basically stemming from that butt pinching fake prank video that I made a video about some year and a half ago. And there's been a number of other controversies and criticisms and lies on top of lies. And Sam says himself that, he's the first one to blame in all this because the content he created and the lies that he perpetuated that perpetuated more lies are what is ultimately responsible. So at least he's owning up to that fact. But still saying, why? You had millions of gullible little guppies that swam into your little part of the lake and you became their entertainer. This guy's making what ended up being hundreds of thousands of dollars off this website over the years, just making fake prank videos. And he's been dealing with a very relatively decent amount of criticism over the past year and a half. And it broke him. The internet broke him. I'm just if anything, I find this whole thing just intriguing and interesting from that aspect alone, that this guy that was making content that frankly just said, hey, whatever, I'm getting criticism. Oh, well, I'm going to go back to making the prank videos. And he kept doing them. He was still getting criticism, but he still kept doing them. Now all of a sudden he's like, I can't do this anymore. It's all fake. I want to be known as the guy that came forth and stood on top of the YouTube pranking community and said, my shit is fake. Why? All of a sudden you have a conscience, you have guilt about conning an audience with fake content. Why? Why? I don't get it. I really don't get it. The guy's a douchebag. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, good for you for saying you're sorry and good for you for wanting to make nothing but happy-go-lucky content. And again, I won't be stunned if by next week he's right back to making fake prank videos, people. Much like how I said in that first video I made about Sam Pepper, I said, you know what? All this is going to blow over within a month or two and he's just going to go back to making his prank videos and his audience is going to accept him. The proof that your audience took you back after that butt pinching prank video where you basically perpetuated sexual assault and that it's okay to do it in a public premise. And then you said, oh, well, it was fake and I was doing a public service message. It was a social experiment and all this. And then lies on top of lies on top of lies on top of lies. And your audience still in the majority accepted you and came back to watch your content. After all that all that buzz that was about you, all the accusations of raping girls and all that, your audience still stuck by you. Like, as disgusting as I found it, and that was always one of my biggest qualms about Sam, and one of the biggest reasons why I gave up making these YouTube drama videos. Because the past year and a half, and I made that video, Sam Pepper's back to business as usual, and I'm done. That video that I made. It's the fact that his audience was accepting of him and just willing to put everything aside and be like, oh yeah, I still want to watch your fake pranking videos. You're great. I just want to, be a sellout and laugh. Like that just broke me mentally from, saying to myself, why waste my time? Why waste my time speaking out about these douchebags? You're never going to get through to their fan bases. Never. There's so many sycophants that latch onto these people, will never hear criticism, never care about criticism, and are just going to accept their word as gospel or accept their content as gospel. So I gave up on doing the whole YouTube whore thing, the whole YouTube drama thing, the whatever thing. I don't remember the burp thing being a part of it, but I just added that in. Because I'm like, God, I've made hundreds of videos, and I won't lie. Like, if there's one thing I have a similarity with Sam is that if he genuinely does want to stop making these prank videos, and he felt guilty that, he's making this fake content and he had to keep going to more and more extreme to line his pockets even more and become more popular than the next guy and blah, blah, blah. If there's one thing I have in common with Sam in this whole situation is that I've often sat back and I've said, geez, I've made hundreds of videos on YouTube about YouTube whores, about money grubbers, about Mike Matei being a coward and iJustine being a whatever the fuck she is. I've made hundreds of videos about content like that, or just topics like that. And I'm like, is that really something to be proud of? But when I put things in perspective, I'm like, well, there was plenty of people that asked you to make that content, that wanted to see you make that content. And now, frankly, I personally just have lost so much interest in making that content that even if you guys do ask, I tend to shy away from it. Like, I'm making this content today, even though a number of you have asked me to address the I'm sorry video. I'm making this video today because, frankly, I feel like at least owe something like this to you guys, because a lot of the reason why my channel is where it's at is because of the whole Sam Pepper instance. So I at least owe you enough to speak about this topic. Whereas in the past, I was like, oh, I have an audience that's happy with the content that I'm making and they want to see me make more YouTube drama videos and all that stuff. Whereas now I'm like, well, I really don't personally care to make the YouTube drama videos, even though I know it would make a lot of you happy to see them. That's more of something that falls by the wayside, whereas in the past, that was something that would lift me up. It's like, no, you're not wasting your time. You're making content that people want to see. Don't feel ashamed about it, Archfiend. Turn on the camera. Talk about Chris Bores again. Talk about Mike the Coward Matei. Come on. Give them what they want, Archfiend. Come on, sorry. That's the voice I hear in my head. Anyway. Whereas today, I'm more like, I personally don't care to do it, even though I know a lot of you would like to see it. So, Sam Pepper's audience, probably the vast majority of them, would love to see more fake pranking videos. I don't care if it's Frank, make a video where you stick your cock on people's heads, it's funny. It's just funny to see that. I don't care if it's perpetuating sexual assault. It's funny. Anyway, I just find it interesting that this guy is willing to just give up this good thing that he has going because the internet proverbially, figuratively broke him. Like, why? Again, that's the whole topic of this video. Why? Sam Pepper, you're sorry. Why? Like, why do you care? You obviously didn't care for the past year and a half, and all of a sudden you care? Whatever. Get to see him make videos about puppy dogs being adopted all day and videos of rainbows and shooting stars and who knows what else. I'm not going to criticize him for him doing what he wants to do, because obviously I'm doing what I want to do. I'd rather talk about the Philadelphia Eagles than talk about, Chris Boers making a Skylanders video. Even though people will tell me constantly, Chris Boers made another Skylanders video. So the fuck what? Anyway, if there's one thing that I want to be sorry about in this video, and I want to end on this note, is that I had Sam Pepper convicted beyond a jury of his peers when a number of girls came out and accused him of rape. Now, I don't know if each and every one of those accusations are fake or real. I don't know if people came out and said, oh, I want an ounce of internet fame. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot, and this guy is vulnerable. It's time to strike. For all I know and all we know that those people did have sexual intercourse with Sam, it could have been consensual. Maybe if it was consensual, these girls are like, I can't believe I had consensual sex with such a disgusting, vile individual. After he made that butt-pinching prank video that perpetuated that sexual assault of women in public is okay, I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted that I was at that fan fest or that whatever, and I had consensual sex with him. Ugh. Blech. I'm going to spin it into rape. Maybe that's the case, maybe that's not. But all I know is I was sitting there going, oh, I can't wait until the police get there investigating, and the more truths are unearthed from this. I can't wait to see how many more girls come out of the woodwork and crucify this guy. Who was I to think that? Where was the proof beyond reasonable doubt more than just these girls coming in front of a camera? Again, maybe they were sexually assaulted, maybe not. Who knows? All I know is there has been no stone cold proof in the year and a half since all these accusations come forth, and not an ounce of criminal negligence has been found against Sam Pepper. And that makes me have doubt. So anyways, if anything, I'm sorry for accusing Sam Pepper beyond a reasonable doubt and thinking this guy is, he perpetuated sexual assault on camera. Of course he sexually assaults in real life. Who the fuck was I to think that? Innocent until proven guilty. Shame on me for skipping that step. Anyways, have a good day, and another weekly vlog video coming at you guys tomorrow, Monday. I'm going to talk about whatever's on my mind. Maybe talk about what happened at the Oscars. Now, no black people won Oscars because no black people were nominated, and I'll get off on a tangent about that. I'll talk about whatever's on my mind. I'll make more videos like this because I want to. I'm going to stare at New Dog in the front window because I want to. New Dog! You want to come on camera? Fine. This is my channel anyway. Have a good day, everyone. And I got nothing else to say. 60 degrees in the next 3 days. If you're in the Northeast, go outside and enjoy something. And don't get stuck in any YouTube vortexes like I do. Is it vortexi? Vortexes? Is that right? I don't know. I guess it ends in an X, so yeah. Fuck. Bye.